Where do we put our sense of security? We all have things that we do when we feel stressed out as coping mechanisms, to try and get in control of situations when things feel chaotic and out of hand. And as long as they aren't hurting anything or causing interpersonal issues, these coping mechanisms can be a healthy outlet. What I want to talk about today is when those coping mechanisms that give us a sense of security go haywire. And for that, I will tell you a story. For a couple of years during college, I went through a period where I was very food insecure. I was living in a not-so-great part of town. While I had a meal plan on campus, the cafeteria wasn't open a lot of times when I had time to eat. After this experience, after Adam and I started dating and my food situation stabilized, I developed a coping mechanism of my security items being food in the fridge. To the point of stuffing my fridge and the food going bad because I couldn't cook it in time. Even now, when I get stressed, I sometimes fall into the trap of putting my sense of security in the fullness of my pantry and fridge. But there's a healthier way and a more secure way to deal with life's chaos. We all have our own vices that, if gone unchecked, can cause problems. Money can become useless. Food can go bad. Weapons can be used against you. Fame is very fickle and can be gone in an instant. In the parable of the rich fool in Luke, the main character decides that since he's had a good crop year, he can put his security into his ability to store it. Anyone who's done a significant amount of canning can kind of understand where this guy's coming from, right? By November, most serious canners can look at their pantry and feel a sense of pride and self-sufficiency. And to a point, there's nothing wrong with that feeling. The problem comes in when we start to look at the tangible objects and temporary things for security. So what happens when we look beyond those things to God? We spend a lot less time worrying about things. We can spend more time building relationships and loving on other people. We also learn to trust God to provide, even when things get dicey and chaotic. Learning how to trust God instead of intangible things is, without a doubt, a major trust fall for our faith. Again and again, we can read of God telling people not to fear and not to lean on their own understanding. So while it is a major trust fall, we already know that God has us. Every time. So now we're free to love and help others. And to heal ourselves. So my question for you this week: what security item can we let go of? Money, food, weapons, fame? To better serve our community.